Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, so I have another plan with me for you today. I don't know if my voice is completely back to normal yet, probably not since I've been sick, but I just could not wait to record this video, and I actually wanted to go over the intro in person instead of doing a voiceover like I think my last one probably was. I haven't done that part yet, but that's what I intend to do because I'm really excited about the foil for this kit. So this is the week of December 20th through the, hang on, what did I do? 20th through the 26th of last year, 2021. I am like doing current caught up spreads now, and I decided, well, this is the Christmas week, so I actually decided to pick out a kind of Christmassy kit, which was really actually funny because I told myself, oh, I have a couple of holiday movie kits that I'm going to use. I have room for an actual Christmas kit, but when I went to pick the Christmas kit, it actually turned out that the one I wanted to use was like the least Christmassy of all the Christmas kits in my collection. Like I have a whole binder of Christmas kits, but like I went for this one, which is like literally just kind of like a winter kit with some Christmassy type elements. Like you have the hot cocoa, but like that could be any time in winter. And like, I mean, I guess there's a stocking, some presents, a nutcracker, that's kind of Christmassy, but like that's it. It's like a clothing kit more than anything, which I thought was so funny that that's what I chose for my like actual Christmas kit. I guess there's a Christmas tree there, but like other than that, like what is there? Also, by the way, this video quality probably looks a ton better because I'm actually using my iPhone SE 2, which is like a pretty new iPhone. So my old one is just, the quality's getting icky, and I don't have the new camera that I want yet, so I'm just gonna stick with my iPhone for now and see how far that gets me. It might even be like better than the camera, or like just easier for me. I don't know. I kind of want like the screen that flips up on the camera though, so we will see. But either way, this quality should be a lot better, which I wanted to do purposely to show you the foil that I made for this. So yeah, I don't know. I just, for the foil, like I wanted to just experiment with making my own foil specifically for a kit. Like I know I'm gonna do my own generic foil that I can just pull in, that I can just like already have on hand, like printed foil elements that I make myself just to simplify it so I don't have to buy a million things from a million shops. But at the same time, I also want to start making my own like custom foil for kits, just for me, personal use. I've seen a lot of people do custom underlays, but I kind of just wanted to do the whole thing custom. So this is going to be really insane. And this is my first foray into making foil overlays, like at all. I've done scripts for a while, but this will be my first overlay excursion, and that's why the lighting is natural lighting as well, because I figured it would be best to show y'all in natural lighting, at least when I put it down. But yeah, so it's not in like foil bundle format right now, it's just how I printed it out, because I wanted to have a ton of space on the actual sheet and not have to worry about cutting it later, because again, I'm not selling these, I'm not even storing this anywhere, so I could just print it off like this so I can use it right away. But yeah, I created and then printed off only what I want to use for foil going forward. Like I've completely revamped my whole idea of how I want to use foil. So I don't want to use scripts anymore that are not my own scripts. So going forward, I'm going to have the option to use all black scripts or just use all of my own scripts and then foil them with the foil that I have so it matches. That's kind of my plan. I don't know if I'm going to finish using up all the ones that I have first or try to sell them. I might do that because I do have quite a lot of scripts already. But like, I just don't like how the scripts in my spreads like don't match each other. Like, they look very out of place and they don't always fit in the boxes that I'm using. So I've completely revamped the way I do scripts, and I've started doing them like all like in my own handwriting, except for like the few times I use the Calibri font when I do hybrid scripts. And I've also started doing them in like sizes that are like completely custom to box sizes. So like if I'm using a quarter box, like I can use a quarter box size one. I don't have to like try to cram like, I don't know, a half box size script into a quarter box or use a little thing one that looks too small. Like, I started doing them in like as many sizes as is reasonable. I had a sheet that was like a perfect example of that. Let me go grab that real quick. And I should have kept this out, but this was like a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So I did some print and cut scripts just yesterday when I was doing all the rest of this foil. So we have the hybrid style, which again is my own handwriting, and the Calibri font. I'm trying to do that for like most scripts that contain more than one word, instead of just like doing it on one line, doing it on two lines like this, because that leaves a lot more room for the icon. So we have the tiny like little thing size, we have the bigger quarter box size, which is not that much bigger because again I need to leave more room for the icon. And then on here we have both third box and half box sizes. So this is the third box size, again leaves plenty of room for the icon. And then if a phrase has like 3 words or more, I'm gonna just do them stacked on top of each other, to make like a good half box size, because I was starting to get annoyed using the third box ones in the half box ones, because that leaves like so much room on top and below the script. Like if I try to center it, it just leaves a ton of room in the box, and I'm like, I don't like that. I want it to perfectly fit, whether that's making it bigger or smaller. So I just decided for these, at least I'm gonna make them bigger, and that way they're gonna take up the whole half box and they're gonna leave still plenty of room for a bigger icon. So I can show you on here. These aren't really little things. I consider these like more quarter boxes. My definition for quarter box like encompasses a lot of size boxes, because there are a lot of size boxes out there, but little things are actually smaller than this. But I'm just going to show you, for example, the little thing size fits perfectly in there. And let's go to the fancy label, which I also consider a quarter box for my reasoning. The quarter box size fits perfectly in there as well, if it's even better than the little thing size, which, you know, leaves a lot more space, but the quarter box size fits perfectly. Plenty of room for the icon over there if I want to use like a wider, you know, silhouette sticker. And I did think about that because I'm going to be using print and cut scripts with, you know, silhouette stickers for the most part, and those are going to be wider, so wanted to leave plenty of room for that. And also the way I do my handwriting script is I leave, you know, that swoop before and after the script. So I also kind of thought of that too, and then I wouldn't mind that like overlapping over the icon a little bit, because like that's not technically part of the word, so I feel like it wouldn't be too horrendous to have that overlapping. So I also kept that in mind when doing the sizing. And do I have any? I do. I'm just gonna pull out the third boxes from this kit just to spoil you on what is in the kit real quick, but just so I can show you how perfect the sizing is. I'm like so proud of this. But yeah, look. The print and cut for the third box fits perfectly within that writing space that is available. And again, plenty of room for the icon right there. Perfect fit. And then for the half box, again, another perfect fit. It's right within that writing area. And enormous amount of space left for the icon. I'm just so excited about these. I can't wait to use them. I couldn't wait to show you before I actually use them in, I think this actual plan with me is going to have some of those. But I just could not wait to show you, because I'm just like so excited about that. And like I don't I don't like things not fitting. Like, I've decided that's my 2022 planner goals. I want things to fit. So that's gonna be for that, and that also translates into foil. I want my foil to fit perfectly too, at least when I have the chance to make things custom. Like, I want them to work out perfectly. So I did all of my full box overlays for this custom for the full boxes as well, and this took me like 2 days straight to do, well, half of each day, so maybe 24 hours total, probably less than that, but it still took me an insane amount of time to make this custom for just one kit. So I'm not going to do it for every kit, but I really want to get to the point where like I have the ability to do this really easily. So I'm going to try to automate it as much as possible. This was just me kind of throwing spaghetti at a wall and seeing if it would stick in terms of the creation of this foil bundle, but it is my goal to eventually like have more templates ready, and like make the ease of design better, just have more stuff available for me to just instantly print off something for a kit, because I really like what everybody else is doing with doing their custom scripts for each week and doing custom underlays and stuff for themselves, but I'm just kind of wanting to take it up to the next level if I can. And I know this is insane just for personal use. Clearly I have too much time on my hands, but I've been sick with COVID, so I mean I gotta use that insane amount of time for some insane project, so that's what I've been doing. But yep, so I just had this pink foil on hand that I decided I was just going to use with this. It's not exactly the same shade of pink. I don't really care because I think it's going to look good anyway. Like, this kit has already so many different pinks. Like, just throw in another pink and, like, it'll be fine. And again, my philosophy on foil is that it doesn't have to match a kit exactly, as long as you use enough foil that it can match with itself if you place it around the spread. So it's just a pink explosion in this kit, but what I really wanted to do was lean on the Nutcracker aesthetic, even though that's in like literally one of the boxes, like right there. That's the only Nutcracker pretty much. But I'm obsessed with the Nutcracker, and I think I watched that this week purely by accident. But like I just wanted to lean into that because I was trying to pick out what elements of this kit I wanted to actually use in the foil. So I went with the Nutcracker, and then secondarily the roses. I don't think these are roses, these whatever flowers these are. So those are the two design elements that I chose for the foil. So that is what we have here. So there's a lot to go over here. Again, there's no scripts in here and there's no icons because I'm done with foil icons. I only like doodle icons, and I'll tell you what my plan was to replace that in a second. But I guess we'll just go over the full box overlays first. So again, I just kind of looked at the full boxes I had and decided what I would want to use for each one, whether I would want, so we have the like confetti overlays, and so there's really only two styles here. There's the four corners one, and then there's the bottom left and top right. So for the majority of these, I decided that all four corners would be fine, because like I also made them really small, so they're not covering up a ton of the clip art. Like that was my goal, is so that they're like only a little bit, and I'm like excited to see how well this actually translates when I put it on. I haven't tried anything yet. I'm super excited and scared, but that was my plan for that, for most of them. And then there's one that is just the bottom left and top right, and I think that was this box right here, because I didn't want to cover up the shoes and that part of the dress. So I decided that that would be fine for that. Ooh, that actually is going to look really good. And then, let's see. So there's two other kind of special boxes. So we have the this box right here with the cloud. I was like, that is a lot of extra space that could do with some bigger foil. So I just did the one with the bigger Nutcracker in the corner, so it can kind of cover up that. And I did size it correctly so it wouldn't overlap with like the line on the cloud. So it's just going to go like that, and the rest of it is just all around confetti. And this confetti I just completely made up. Like I didn't look at anything. This is like really bad confetti. Don't judge me. I'm going to like make it better as I work on it. But this is just like throwing spaghetti at a wall and seeing if it sticks. So that was that box. And then we have the quote box as well. I was like, this needs a quote box. I couldn't really find anything, so I just grabbed a quote off Google Images. Like all of the images I'm using here are in this wiggle are from Google Images, but it's for personal use, so like I don't care. But yeah, I just grabbed one of the Nutcrackers that I was using, the more detailed one, blew it up and then did a little joy to the world quote. I was going to do like a Nutcracker quote, but it was going to be like too big, and I just wanted a bigger quote. And I was like, this is a Christmas kit anyway. It's not even like the actual Nutcracker kit. I have a couple Nutcracker kits, but like I just wanted to keep it simple. So we have that. And then another thing I don't like about quote boxes is that they don't have the confetti built in. And I have to like use another overlay over that. And I always do like the double overlay over the quote boxes because like I like the quote, but I also want the confetti in the corners. So I just decided to combine them for this one. I don't know why that feels like such a revolutionary idea. Like, why aren't shops already doing that? I don't know. But there you go. Oh, also a fun thing about this box is that I had a giant like black spot in the Nutcracker where my foil failed, and I tried running it through again. It still didn't stick, and I was like, I'm not going to print this one box out. Like, I'm not going to waste a whole sheet on just one box. So I literally just like cut the tiniest rectangle of foil and I glued it on there. Like, you might be able to see that. Like right there, you can see the lines where I glued it on his right leg right there. So I cheated on that, but again, you can like barely tell. So I'm really proud of myself for that. Anyways. And so that is not all. Of course, we have to have our double box scene. So that is what this is right here. So we have that for the corners and then the tall box as well. This is going to be the first tall box overlay I think that I'm ever using. I'm like super excited. I know it's like a thing now. Everybody's using them. I just haven't bought any and I haven't made any yet until now. So I think that's going to look really good too. Again, I chose that bottom left corner with a ton of extra space for the purpose of adding a larger Nutcracker. So I'm excited about that. A lot of this format was inspired by Sylvia of Sticker Obsession Co., whose shop is no longer open for now, but a lot of this was like inspired by her, which was probably partly inspired by me giving her ideas on how I like foil. So she did a lot of this, and then I just kind of was like, well, I guess I can just do it too because her shop is closed. So yeah, so her style of doing double box scene overlays like that's like exactly how she used to do it. And then the bougie boxes as well are just like that. So, oh my god, there's so much to go over still. So I did print out the exact number of bougie boxes that I know I'm going to need for the spread. Thankfully, I had that information beforehand because I do my pre-planning. But I decided to make them extremely detailed and small and intricate, just like Sylvia would, because I use so many boxes like per, section. Like per one of these sections, I'll use like sometimes up to 4 boxes, sometimes up to 5 if I use 5 little things. And so I'm covering a lot of the bougie, so I wanted to make it really tiny so you could still see the designs even in between the boxes. So I thought this was as tiny as I could possibly get away with and still have it like show up well, and I think it turned out really good. So there's 2 designs of Nutcrackers in here, and then the outlines of both, and then the large roses, the small roses, and then the little confetti dots. I actually made a new brush in Photoshop just for the little dots, and it took forever because I did them all individually. This bougie box probably took the longest out of any individual element. But yeah, it does look very good. I'm excited to see how well it looks behind the actual boxes, but it's extremely detailed bougie. And yeah, they all foiled like mostly pretty well. I have a pretty good foil success rate, like with fewer black dots. I think there was like 1 or 2 black dots that are gonna show up, but I don't think it's gonna be crazy. And again, I personally don't really care that much. I'm not gonna reprint these just for that. And a few of them are actually in the bougie, but again, those are gonna get covered up by boxes, so I don't really care. And then we have the flag overlays, which are missing from I think all foil bundles now, but I do love my page flags. I am like the only one who still uses page flags in every single spread. I will not give those up. So I had to do overlays for those. I don't know for sure if these are gonna fit. I just kind of guesstimated and like grabbed an image from ScribblePrintsCo of her other flags, because she doesn't have the page flags that are in this kit anymore on her website, so I couldn't like screen grab those and see exactly what shape they are. So I'm assuming that the bigger ones that are in her newer kits are the same shape, but we'll see. And then I did some date dots. I did 2 sets just in case one of them had a black dot in it. And then we have just an extra page flag in case one of those had a black dot in it. Funnily enough, the extra one is the only one with a black dot, but that's that. I did my 2 sets of bottom washi. I'm just going to show you both of those at once. We have the like bigger pattern for the 15mm strip, and then this like super detailed confetti pattern, which is for the stuff that's actually in the kit, the washi pattern that's actually in the kit, which is actually the same confetti design as the flag. I did the flag first and then I did the confetti, so that's like not actually, I feel like, what I would do for the confetti, but I just wanted to design easy, so that was just an experiment. It actually showed up pretty good considering how small the pattern is. And then this is my deco. I have just 2 sizes of foiled deco there. I don't think I'm going to have a ton of room for the deco because I know SPC kits and I know that she includes a ton of like tiny deco. It's going to fill up like all the space that I'll have for deco, so I didn't want too much here, and my intention with these is like mostly to put these throughout the spread whenever there's a space, because I want to start doing that more. So that's that page. This page I have just the remainder of the bougie boxes that I'll need, and then we have headers, same pattern as the bougie, so we have 23 total. So there's 2 of the confetti pattern and then 1 like solid pattern here, like you'll find in most bundles these days. I did 2 extra in case I had room to use any in the sidebar, which I don't think I will, which is fine because 2 of them do have black dots anyway, so I can just not use those and be totally fine. And then we have the bottom washi strip that I showed you. I used the like cutout nutcracker so you can't see too much of the details, but I still think it looks cool like that. And then I just printed off all these bows for myself. These actually look super profesh, but I drew these all by hand using this symmetry like mirror function on Procreate, which was super scary to figure out, but I drew that. And then this bow I drew like entirely 100% by hand. I had to like download a new brush for like the tapering, and I was like super scared because I couldn't figure out how to get the old brush back, and I like almost lost my mind. But like I'm actually really excited by these because they all look exactly like the ones that I have, because I couldn't find any images on Google Images for like bows like this that were like at least easy to find, and so I was like, I'm just gonna draw my own. How hard can it be? And so I'm actually super proud of these. There's 6 different main bows and then 1 of the side bow. So I just printed off what I think I would use in the spread, probably some extra in there, but I love putting these on my character stickers. And then I did some tiny deco too. I don't think I use a ton of tiny deco. I feel like I would use more than this, but I just wanted a sampling to see how much I'm going to use of each size. So these can go in the top where I use the normal deco. They can go throughout the spread. My intention, at least for these smaller ones and like the clusters, are to use those on doodles. Instead of using foiled icons, my plan is just to use doodle deco, which is what I call it. So I can just like take some, blank space in a doodle and like spice it up with some foil. If there's a girl's hair and she already has a bow or something, so I don't want to put on one of these bows, I can just, grab a little twinkle or sparkle and put it somewhere else. Like I kind of do that anyway, but I just like the idea of having it all in one space. So yeah, we have all these images here. That's the brush that I created, was those 3 dots, which does help a lot with confetti. So yeah, that was my intention for that, just like having all my deco all on one page. And then yeah, the overlays like I showed you before. And so that is pretty much all of the foil that I'm going to use, with the exception of course, the foiled month and then the habit trackers, but I already had these scripts, and so I just like quickly ran to foil those real quick in the same foil. But yeah, those I might include also in the future. But we will see, because like I don't want all these scripts to be foiled in the spread. I don't think. I think that would be a little bit overwhelming. I'm gonna have to like find a good balance with that, but since everything else is custom, I think I'm just gonna let the scripts all be black. And I'm only gonna use a few scripts. I'm only gonna use my handwriting scripts, and then just handwrite everything else, because again, I want this to be like a perfect spread. I want everything to match. So that is my plan. This has been the longest intro ever. But I'm just introducing like a lot of new stuff here with the scripts and the foil, and I'm really excited. I know I probably should point this out at the beginning, but I think I am going to add timestamps so y'all can skip this. Should have mentioned that before the whole rant, but yeah, that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down with natural lighting, and hopefully it'll still show up pretty well. And then I'm going to like take a ton of videos of it for Instagram and everything. Yeah, and then I'm just going to finish putting down the base layout, and then I will see you on the other side for the day by day. Wish me luck, because I'm so excited and nervous, but here we go. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started with the day by day. So on Monday, I'm starting off marking that I slept in with a girl from Shine Sticker Studio. Usually I work Mondays and Tuesdays, but this week was Christmas week, so I had switched with my coworker so that I could work Christmas Eve and Christmas, and she could have those days off. So I had Monday and Tuesday off instead. So it was kind of nice to work only one day, Sunday, and then have a couple days off. So it was almost like a 4-day weekend with just one day of work in between. I love how the colors of the Shine Sticker Studio girl really matched the spread. Actually, I did a really good job matching almost everything to the spread. I tried pretty hard. There's some pops of red because, Christmas stuff. But where I could grab pink, I could. Usually I don't get a lot of like pastel or pink Christmas stuff because I don't have that many kits in those colors for Christmas. Usually I like a more traditional Christmas look, but I just happen to have this pink kit, so what little pastel Christmas stuff I had to bring in. I also marked that I had a mocha that morning. That sticker is, I think, from Carly Plans, but you can find that art elsewhere. I watched the Muppets Christmas specials. I think there was 2 of them that I watched that day, so I had this movie marquee from the Coffee Monsters Co. for that. And I know I watched the Muppets Christmas Carol, so that might have also been on that day as well. I was just really binging everything while I was working on planning stuff. So next I marked printing and cutting with this new script that I just made to be like sized properly, and I love it. I love my new scripts so much. Like my older scripts, like that edit haul, still look really good. Like I really like the way I wrote the word edit. I think that's some of my best work, but still the sizing a little bit big, and the smaller size is so much easier to work with. So can't wait to transition all my scripts to be that smaller size. But yep, that silhouette portrait I think is from Carly Plans. That phone is from Paper K, and that's to mark that I texted my best friend Sage. And then I edited a haul. That girl's from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then I designed some sticker sheets, probably scripts. And that is Snowball the Cat from Sweet Ava's Paper. Doing some computer work. There's like a little Christmas theme going on. It's kind of pastel too. And then I marked that I had boba. Oh, it's been so long since I've had boba. Every time I mark in my planner, I like get reminded, oh, I love boba. I should make boba. So I might try to make some right now after this, but I'm probably going to forget by the end of this video. That's what always happens. Anyways, I think that boba cup is from the Coffee Monsters Co. or Once More with Love or one of those. But I also filmed a haul part. That filming camera is from Happy Day. I watched the original Grinch cartoon, 1966. That's another Sweet Ava's Paper sticker. I shaved. That razor is from Carly Plans also, and had some issues with my printer. Every time I set up my printers, my computer has forgotten they exist and says they're connected, but they're not really connected, so that's always fun. But yeah, that sticker is from Benny Creations. And then I watched Krampus, which I love watching every Christmas now. I don't know, I love horror movies, love Christmas movies. The combination of the two is great, and it's there's some humor in it too. I think it's kind of built as a comedy. It's not, I don't think it's really a comedy, but it's definitely funny in parts. And that is a Vanilla from Papershire watching a movie. So the next day, my boyfriend came over and we slept in together. I didn't mark that he slept over the night before, and so whenever this situation happens, I always feel like he probably came in after work, so it was probably in the wee hours of the morning as opposed to actually the night before. That's actually what happened last night in real life, so I feel like that's what that means. But yeah, that sticker is from Papershire of the two of us in bed, and then we got McGriddles and coffee. So the first sticker is from Papershire, and the second one is, I think, from the Coffee Monsters Co. holiday sheet, which is so weird because that's literally what we did this morning. He came in the wee hours of the morning, we slept in together, and then we got McGriddles and coffee. That's so trippy. So weird, but yeah, we ate outside at our picnic table at my house in the backyard this morning, but the morning that I'm planning for on screen, we actually took our breakfast to the beach and sat on a bench overlooking like on the cliff overlooking the water, which was really nice. So I had this like girl in a beach chair left over from somewhere from a long time ago. And then he went off to work, and I did some planning stuff, which is literally what happened today too. But yep, there is Monty the Bat from Sweet Ava's Paper doing some Christmas planning. And then I just, threw some more movies on. This week was very movie heavy, like I said. So I watched Rudolph. That sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. I filmed a plan with me, same as today actually. I guess all my weekend activities are like the same, but that filming camera is from the Prairie Planner, and I did some budgeting, although in real life I budgeted yesterday. But yep, that Christmas budgeting is from Happy Daya, and I love that there's like a Christmas budgeting sticker. I love like holiday specific, everyday activities like that. It just really tickles me when I see that. And then I watched Frosty the Snowman. There's a little snowman sticker from Sweet Ava's Paper. Charlie Brown Christmas. That Charlie Brown sticker is from Once More with Love. And then, of course, I had to watch A Year Without Santa, which is that, like, classic Christmas movie that I really hadn't even heard of, I don't think, until this year when, like, Snow Miser and Heat Miser became, like, a big meme. And I was like, okay, I need to actually watch this and find out what it's from. And it's pretty good. Their songs that they sing are, like, so catchy. Like, I understand why it became a meme. Anyway, that Santa hat is from Carly Plans. And then Wednesday, I finally went back into work. That is a munchkin from Once More with Love. It was a rainy day. That's an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. I read Marl Fox, the book I'm reading in the Redwall series. There's some books from Papershire for that, little Christmas books. And then one of my favorite coworkers, Valerie, gave me a stocking filled with goodies, which was so sweet and unexpected. I mean, she's given me like boatloads of Christmas cookies, but like the whole stocking filled with extra goodies was a very nice treat. So there's a Papershire girl with a stocking. Of course, I had to mark apple fritters because we had a huddle that day at work where there were apple fritters just for me. Those stickers are from Bitty McCreations, and that is the reason why this video is going up so late, because I had to wait for those stickers to come in to finish this out. Like, I didn't want to leave it blank, and I didn't want to use just a regular donut sticker. I was weird about it because I love apple fritters, and I love that Jeff made some especially for me, so I had to use them. I had to wait. So I also had a sandwich that day. When I got home from work, I was just like, I'm starving right this second. I do not want to make food. I need to eat right now. So I ordered a sandwich on DoorDash, which I never do. I try not to because it's $20 for no matter what I buy. No matter how little I pay for the food item, the fees are going to always make it add up to $20, and that's ridiculous. When if I went in person, I could get it for $5 or $10. But I was really starving and I wanted a sandwich, so I ordered one and it was really good. And I should have saved half for later, but I just ate the whole thing at once because my eyes get bigger than my stomach. But that is a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. for that, so naturally I had a food baby after that because I ate it all at once. And that sticker's from Once More with Love. My new planner from OK Plans came in. I'm using the same type of planner for 2021 and 2022. So this spread is in the 2021 planner. And I actually just finished out the last one for that planner. Most of the year is still missing, but I'll catch up. But I'm going to be moving into my 2022 planner, but I do highly recommend that planner. It's perfect so far, for all of my needs. I'm excited to see how much less bulky it is because the coil is so much bigger as I am able to fill up a whole planner. So we'll see, but everything else is really great. The quality of the paper is great. And the fact that there's so little I have to white out on each spread is fantastic. So I really recommend her planners, and they're a good price point too. So that came in. I think that, I don't remember where that planner sticker is from. And then I drew some scripts on my iPad. I think that's supposed to be a brainstorming sticker from Papershire, but I just really needed a pink iPad sticker, so there you go. Called my parents, another Papershire girl. And then Anastasia ate her dinner. I used the Christmas Anastasia sticker that I had drawn myself fairly recently, one of the Christmas ones. And I watched the Nutcracker Ballet that evening. I always love watching the Nutcracker, and I haven't been doing it in these past few years, even though it used to be a tradition with my family when I lived with them. But I haven't been doing it, so I decided to try to get back into doing it every year, just watching it in some form. So I watched the version with Macaulay Culkin, which is really trippy, seeing the kid from Home Alone dancing ballet, but he's pretty good. And that ballet snow globe is from Sweet Ava's paper. I do have Nutcracker stickers, but I just liked the pink of that one. So I'm a little bit behind. So going into Thursday, that was the 23rd. That was my boyfriend's birthday. So I did a little present stack from Papershire, and then a sticker of him from Whimsical Cat Studio. And I marked work with Dottie the Sugar Bug from Sweet Ava's paper. It was a busy day at work. That's Lil from Some Little Things. I did more reading. There's little Maru from Paper and Milk. I think it's my first time using a Maru sticker. Well, no, I've used him hiking before, but that's about it. Got a breakfast burrito at work that day. That burrito sticker's from Sweet Bean Plans. And then after work, we were celebrating Gilbert's birthday, so we went to see the Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. It was so good. Totally recommend it. Definitely lived up to all the hype. It was fantastic. Everybody who's seen it has loved it. So it's wonderful. I highly recommend. That Spider-Man's from the Coffee Monsters Co. Unfortunately, I did get a headache that day, so I had to mark that little Modi from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then after seeing the movie, we went out to dinner. We got pizza, and we came into my house afterwards and drank wine. Those are both stickers from the Whimsical Cat Studio character creator. And we watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier that night. That's the latest show we just finished. Next we have to watch Loki, and then Hawkeye. And then the Book of Boba Fett. Like, the list is never ending. But yeah, that Bucky sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. as well. And then I marked that he slept over with a couple of munchkins from Once More with Love. So Friday I marked Christmas Eve with these stockings divider from Papershire. Marked work with a calculator from Whimsical Cat Studio. I got a Starbucks sugar cookie latte at work because I had heard that people hated it, and I was like, it's a sugar cookie latte, how could it be bad? And I tried it and I loved it. So, Anyways, I think that mug is from Wild Summer Designs. And it was chilly that day, so I'm using these pajama stickers from Carly Plans, I think. Had another apple fritter, marked that the same way as before. It was a busy day at work again. There's Snowball the Cat for that. And I cut those scripts that I had worked on earlier in the week, print and cut them. So there's a silhouette from Fox and Pip. I'm really glad that I hand wrote everything this week because that was a really big sticker and I don't think a script would have fit. Anyways, I did some more planning. There's another Christmas planning sticker from Sweet Ava's paper. Did a voiceover, another Sweet Ava's paper sticker, and then edited a plan with me. They're editing stickers from Crafty Planner Co., who I PR for. And then I watched some of the Christmas Eve Mass stream on YouTube that the Pope does every year. That church sticker is from Happy Dea. Going into Saturday, it was Christmas Day. I marked that with this cute little post-it from Papershire. And a girl from Pumpkin Paper Co. For some reason, I was struggling to find a good generic Christmas sticker, but I don't know. I just decided to use that girl because I wasn't sure when else I would use her. And next, I marked work with a munchkin from Once More with Love, and I brought peppermint coffee that morning. I just made a regular coffee, but then I just put some peppermint in it, which I love. Usually, I love doing that with mochas on the weekend, but I was feeling extra festive that day, so had to do that. I don't remember where that little bear sticker's from. And then at work, none of our managers were there. Obviously, they were celebrating Christmas with their families, so we didn't have the Christmas feast that we were promised, and I was really mad. But I kind of asked my coworker, is there a food plan? And she was like, well, I can order pizza like I've done before. So I was like, yes, please do that. And so she ordered pizza for us. So we had a pizza feast, which I was like, okay, I mean, I'll take it. It's free food. So there's a girl from Shine Sticker Studio eating pizza. And then I had made a bunch of little candy bags to give out to some of my coworker friends, so I gave those out. That a bunch of candies is from Crafty Planner Co. And then, of course, when I went home, I FaceTimed my family, who were all at my aunt's house to celebrate That's an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I had a yellow Russian. That sticker's from Papershire. I intended to do a lot more that day, but that yellow Russian knocked me out. I was gonna like watch a movie. I think I started watching The Miracle on 34th Street, or maybe I started watching it the next day and just decided to mark it on this day because I didn't have much else to mark. But that's another movie marquee from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I passed out pretty early from that drink. That sticker's from Happy Day. And then my boyfriend surprised me by coming over that night. He like woke me up, or maybe I woke up, and he was like, I can come over after work. So he did, and then he slept over, and that's a couple sticker from Whimsical Cat Studio. Sunday, marked work again with another munchkin. And then I, of course, had a ride from my boyfriend, so that's us in the car from Whimsical Cat Studio. And had some more Christmas cookies from my coworker. That is from Sweet Ava's Paper. It's supposed to be gingerbread cookies, even though she didn't give me any gingerbread. She gave me a lot of other good ones. And then I had a muffin at work, or I think my boyfriend actually gave me that muffin, which was sweet. But I had that sticker's from Betty McCreations. I made myself ramen when I got home that day. Very special treat. That sticker is from ScribblePrintsCo. And it was a rainy day. That girl's from Van City Stickers. And I watched The Polar Express, which is my favorite Christmas movie ever. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not have a chance to watch all these movies on Christmas because, again, I just passed out too early. But I just watched them the next day. So, yeah, The Polar Express, and did laundry. That sticker is another, like, Christmas, like, chores sticker from Happy Day. Watched The Christmas Mass on YouTube. That girl's from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then I watched A Christmas Carol, which is, like, my other favorite Christmas movie. I just love the motion capture animated movies. The Polar Express and The Christmas Carol are fantastic. And same with Monster House, but that's a Halloween movie. Anyways, that little Scrooge character is from Sweet Ava's Paper. Same with the printing and cutting sticker that I used next. And my boyfriend slept over again. That sticker's from Happy Day. We were gonna wait till the next day, I think, to do Christmas, but he like got impatient. He was like, might as well do it now. Like, I think he just wanted to open everything. Or he wanted me to open everything. But yeah, so we exchanged gifts that day. He really did love his sweatshirt. I don't think he's worn it yet because he's been just working and working out. So he's wearing his old one, but he wants to save his new one for like special occasions. But he's really excited about it. So I'm glad that it fits and everything, and it worked out. And he got me Super Mario Odyssey, which is like my favorite video game. So I'm really excited to play that once I'm done with Galaxy. I'm kind of working my way up to it, getting myself back in the habit of playing Mario games. But yeah, that gift exchange sticker is from Papershire, and then we also opened our stockings as well, and that sticker is from Happy Day. So that brings us to the end of this spread. I'm like super impressed with the spread. I think it's like the best thing I've ever done, honestly. Love how I just like decided to do everything in handwriting or that block script. That is eventually what I want all my spreads to look like, although like most of the handwritings are going to be turned into scripts. I want to like change it up, so I'm not using like the font script that I used to. So there's going to be a lot of hybrid scripts like the print and cut and the edit hall or whatever that one was, etc. So I love that. I love how it was all super pink and purple, and of course I love the foil most of all. I did learn a lot when putting down this foil. First of all, it mostly did work pretty perfectly. Like I really don't have any complaints. I don't think anything went wrong necessarily, but there was like more than I wanted to do. Like I have a list somewhere of the corrections I want to make, but I did just want like more of the really tiny deco, because I had some tiny deco that I was able to put down, and I really like having that, but I also needed more of the like really tiny deco. So like some of the elements had, you know, deco pieces, like the planner on Wednesday and the burrito on Thursday. Like I wanted more of that. I wanted that to be on like everything if I could. So I want to do more of those type of elements, and I want to add more like dividers and elements to decorate full boxes that are not just the like confetti borders. But I do think the sizing on the confetti borders worked out really well for not covering up too much of the full box. I think that did turn out pretty nice. And the page flag overlays were like slightly too long. I mean, which is fine because like you could cut them. I just chose not to because I didn't care. But yeah, so I'll have to fix that. And yeah, there's maybe some more elements I want to add that I'm thinking about. But all in all, like I think it was really successful. The underlays were like perfect, and I just had the perfect amount of everything, and everything was covered, and it looks really good. So I'm very excited about that. The next one I'm doing, I already announced it on Instagram, so you probably know, but I'm gonna do custom foil for the Coraline kit from ScribblePrintsCo that came out fairly recently. I got navy foil, navy blue, that works really well. It like matches perfectly. And then I have a light pink coming in that I'm hoping is going to work. But if not, the pink that I used for this one will work well for that one too. So either way, it's going to be pink and navy blue. A lot of people were saying silver, and I like the idea of that, but also I kind of like the idea of pink and navy more. So I'm going to do a little bit of a mixed metal look. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to start designing that today as well. It's going to be my next task after this and after making boba, because I did remember. But yep, super excited about how this turned out. I can't wait to do this a lot more and have more spreads turn out like this, where custom foil like means it's like perfect foil. It's everything how I want it, and all the scripts are like how I want it to. Like that's the dream, honestly. So I'm really pleased with this one. I hope y'all like it too, and I know that it's going to be harder for me to be more caught up if I'm going to be doing custom foil for a lot of spreads. But my dream is kind of to have my own like stock of like custom foil elements, so I don't have to make it 100% custom every time. But I can still have it be like more matching. Like I don't want a whole bunch of different stuff and designs from different places. Like I just want to be able to, you know, grab as many as I need as one, you know, type of full box overlay, and just to have them all be exactly the same and you know, match and stuff like that. So that'll make it a lot easier once I have that, which means I'll need to get more foil. But I'm working my way up to that. For now, it's just really fun to design custom foil every now and then. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.